Born on February 5th, 1985 in Madeira, Portugal, Cristiano Ronaldo will go on to become one of the greatest players to ever play football. He has an honours list longer than my video intros recently. He has won 3 Premier League titles, 2 La Ligas, 2 Serie A's, 5 Champions Leagues and even a European Championship with his international team Portugal. Not to mention individually, he has also won 5 Ballon d'Ors, which is regarded as the biggest individual award in the sport amongst so many other accolades. A player that I have idolised myself for years. Some people see him as arrogant, some people see him as a genius. And while many people debate whether the young Argentinian who has shared the limelight throughout his career with is better than Cristiano, we can all be forever grateful that we got to witness Ronaldo create so many iconic football moments. Hated, adored, but never ignored. Yes, welcome to the Omega Luke Gaming channel. Happy New Year, viewers. We have a very fun player spotlight on our hands today. I wanted to do something different. I had this in mind for a very long time and I've just been putting it off, mainly because the player spotlights that we have been doing recently, I wanted to get them out as soon as I possibly can because you benefit from that. But also, I want it to be a special occasion. And what special occasion than to say goodbye to 2020 and the first video of the first day of 2021 be this special player spotlight experiment. I have taken Cristiano Ronaldo, viewers. I have cranked him his age all the way down to 16 and I have moved him back to his boyhood club of Sporting. I know his boyhood club might have been somewhat different, but the club which he brought through the youth ranks, and he finds himself at Sporting, and we are going to relive a brand new career through Football Manager for Cristiano Ronaldo. So I have simulated all the way up to how old he is right now of 35, and we're going to see whether he we're just going to compare his careers really, and just have a little bit of fun with it. For a couple of seasons I even take over the club that he is at and see how we do there, and maybe give him what I consider a better chance of beating his records of what he scored in a season. But then we can have a look at the end, viewers, and see exactly what we've accomplished in this career compared to what he has accomplished in his actual career. Simulation to real life. I thought that would be kind of fun. So I hope you enjoy this video. Smash a like, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let's take a look at young Cristiano. Now, he doesn't look young. Granted, okay, we've got the very most recent face pack, which you can find on Sort It Out SI, I'm sure people will ask me. However, we have now, as we can see, put him down to 16 years of age. I haven't removed any of his statistics before, so we can basically see what he's accomplished already through his very long career so far. 450 goals in 579 league games throughout his career through the 4 teams, that he has played for. So quite a good career, I think you'd agree. But we've moved him back to Sporting, like we've mentioned. We haven't changed anything for his mentals. All we have changed is his current ability. I've moved him down to about 100 current ability, and his potential we've moved to 200, which is the highest that he has ever been, I think, on Football Manager. I'm pretty sure he reached 200 once, Surely Cristiano Ronaldo has been a 200 player, current ability player, on one game. If he hasn't, then I don't care. I've done it anyway, because this is a fun experiment. I kept all the player traits, kept everything as it was, just the current ability, just the age, and the reputation. I've moved it down to what a 16-year-old reputation should be, so we can see how he gets on. He's also on a youth contract, viewers, £90 a week. So like I've mentioned, I've gone 19 years, this simulation, into the future. So we're going to go across a broad range of years each time. So I think we just go in 5s. Why not? 5s. We'll do 5s. So like I've mentioned, with this simulation, I'm not controlling him until a certain point. And I will show you those 2 years that we have simulated. So we're just going to search him and see exactly where he is. He's at Tottenham, viewers. I bet you didn't expect that. So 21 years of age, 5 years in the future, and he is already an elite attacking midfielder. Of course, he has that perfectionist personality, which means he will progress very quickly in this game. And in 5 years, he has done that already. So, Cristiano Ronaldo at Tottenham. My dad would be buzzing, viewers. His history, let's take a look. So, this is where we started this year here. He only played 16 games. The second season, he played 32 with 11 goals, a very high average rating. He kicked off the third season with Sporting, playing 4 games and got a 7.95 average rating. That's when he moved to Tottenham, £52 million. And so far, viewers, his career has been outstanding. 29 games in his first season because he played the 4 elsewhere, and he still scored 16 goals. 38 games the next year, 21 goals in 38 games before that, and we have only just got to 21. So this is obviously in a very difficult Premier League career as well, but is he playing as... I imagine he's playing as a striker. He is a natural as a striker, but also from that left-hand side, and he's classed as an attacking midfielder. He might have only been playing as that attacking midfielder. Can we see? We're not going to be able to see what position he plays in. Never mind, that's not too much to worry about. So far, quite interesting that he's found himself in the Premier League in the third season, and that was when he was 18 as well. Very similar to what we have found in real life. He moved to Manchester United around about the same time, round about when he was 18 years of age. After Manchester United played against him in a friendly, and all the players were like, you need to sign this guy, which they did, thankfully for my club. But this time, in this simulation, he moved to Tottenham. So, there we go. Bizarre things can happen. So, another 5 years. I wonder whether he'll be still stuck in the Premier League, whether he'll reach his potential, whether he would have won any honours. We will take a look at that right now. And so, guys, we are here at 2030. 10 years into the future. Has he still found himself in the Premier League? He has not. In fact, he's actually playing for a club he is playing for right now. So, these attributes kind of are very similar to what we have seen in really recent years of Football Manager. Of course, his physicals are probably slightly better than what they are in real life, well, in the game right now. He's worth £91 million, and he is, of course, 26 years of age, so he's kind of at his peak now. This is where we should be seeing the best of Cristiano Ronaldo. In real life, of course, that was when he moved to Real Madrid around about this time. So at 26, his career finds himself at Juve, but how long has he been there? Oh my good God. £238 million. I forgot about that. I did forget about that. Of course, I already know sort of things that have happened, but I did this simulation a long time ago. Like, I'm talking like 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I forgot that he went for £238 million. That's absurd. So the first season he actually played 38 games for Juve and he scored 35 goals. It looks like he had a bit of an injury here. Just 26 goals in 31 games. Still a lot of goals, isn't it? 33 goals in 38, 25 in 37. But he got a lot more assists and 12 player of the matches. This season here, though, 20 player of the matches in 38 games. So in over 50% of the games he played in, he got man of the match. That is ridiculous. An 8.31 average rating as well is absolutely incredible. That's the highest I think I've ever seen for an average rating throughout the whole, in all of my player spotlight time. So that's absolutely great to see. And he hasn't... The good thing about this viewers as well is he's not exactly smashing in all the goals. And it's like, well, that's the reason why. He's obviously just playing really well. Like 14 assists, 20 player of the matches, but he only got 33 goals. I'm wondering whether they are playing him on the left-hand side, which, if you are, you're stupid. But still, we can't control that. We will be able to control what he does in the future. So, at this point, milestones. What has he managed to win? Competition-wise, he's won a Serie A. He's won the Champions League as well. Won a couple of Serie A's, to be fair. That was in Portugal. Have they won? Oh, the World Cup runners-up. He was a runner-up. So that's one thing he hasn't done in real life yet, viewers, is win the World Cup. I'm really curious to see whether he manages to do it in this simulation. Of course, I think Portugal's come close, but nowhere near actually winning it. They, of course, won the Euros a couple of years ago, but there we go. For Tottenham, did he win? He didn't win the FA Cup there. He hasn't really done a lot competition-wise. Just the Serie A, just the Champions. I say hasn't done a lot. That's still quite a lot, to be fair. If we look at the Ballon d'Or, viewers, he has added to his total. He has now added 3 Ballon d'Ors onto his total. He has won it the last 3 seasons. Of course, with Kylian Mbappe being up there. Diego Lainez is there too. I mean, fair play to Diego Lainez. Almost winning a Ballon d'Or. But there we go. Now, he has won the last 3. The seasons before that, was he close? So he was 3rd place there with Rashford winning it for Barcelona. Okay, Mbappe there won it. He wasn't anywhere near that. Griezmann, he wasn't there either. 2023, we're less likely to see his name pop up now because he was playing for Sporting. So, he's added 3 Ballon d'Ors so far. Of course, he only wins 5 in his actual career. So, if we take away the ones he has won so far, 3 out of the 5 done, and we're over the halfway period just. We have 9 more seasons to go. So that's quite a good accomplishment so far. I want to see whether he wins any more league trophies compared to what he has. Of course, 3 at United, 2 at Real Madrid, and 2 at Juve. So that could be a possibility if he stays maybe at Juve. He will continue to just win more league titles there. We'll soon find out, viewers. Now I've brought you back, guys, on the 2035 season. For a good reason. I have actually been managing him now for 2 seasons as the Juve boss. He did not go anywhere the 3 seasons before that. He stayed at Juve, probably because nobody is going to have that much money to actually sign him. And I have been Juve manager, and I don't think I've been doing a very good job because Inter Milan somehow won the league here. I mean, how? They must have been absolutely insane. But Ronaldo, under my management, has been doing well himself. Esposito there, another player that we have done in a player spotlight. Nowhere near as good as what we turned him out to be. But we can see the season before I actually took over, they lost the league title. They even lost the league title the season that we looked at, that to be fair, which we didn't notice, to AC Milan. They won the first year that I was in charge, and then Inter Milan came in. So he scored 57 league goals, which is quite incredible. We have been playing him up top as well, so if we take a look at the tactic, it's not very hard to suggest what tactic I used. It was the Phantom Menace, playing him in that advance, in the pressing forward role. Perfect for it, really. And for the 2 seasons that we did do that, 48 goals in the first season, 57 league goals in 38 games in the second season. He did not miss another game. 18 player of the matches, 17 player of the matches in back-to-back seasons. He scored 66 goals in total the season before. 83 goals in total this season. That's still not the highest, by the way. Mbappe is the highest I've ever seen, which was above 100. So that record still stands. But the 2 seasons I've been controlling, he's been getting a lot less assists. Probably because of the tactic that we are using. Although they didn't win the league, though, we did win another Champions League, so that is fantastic. Ronaldo being the top scorer of that as well. We also won every other trophy we took part in, just the Serie A that we couldn't win. If we do look at the Champions League, we've been winning it quite often as well. So this is where he won it the first time. He wasn't at the club during this season. That is the Tottenham period. But when he did join Juve 27-28, that's when he did win it, and he has won it 3 times since then. So far, he has won 4 Champions Leagues. He only has 1 more to match what he has actually done in real life, and he scored 14 goals in those games. They beat Bayern Munich in the final. So far, so good. Let's take a look at his milestones and see if he's won anything else. No, we won't be able to see anything here. Let's have a look at Portugal and the World Cup and the Euros. So Portugal, the only thing that they have done is finish runner-up for the World Cup in 2026 when he did play. They have not won a competition since. So there's been a fair few as well. They just haven't done it. And if we do look at the World Cup, people are going to ask, England have won it twice? Yes. Brazil and then Colombia, of all teams, have won it very recently. Let's take a look at the European Championship. France won back-to-back there. Norway also won it in 2028, Erling Haaland. And somehow Scotland are the title holders. Some of these simulations, viewers, are very unrealistic. I do apologise, Scottish fans, but I'm sure you will agree. But this is where it goes a little bit crazy, because if we look at the Ballon d'Or, he has still carried on his amazing record of winning it back-to-back seasons from 2027 to 2034. So now he has won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 back-to-back Ballon d'Ors in a row. It's an awful time to be a world-class player for all of these new gens coming through, because you do not stand a chance with Cristiano Ronaldo. Someone's going to ask, let's take a look at this backup. The second place, a legendary striker, a Russian as well, viewers. And if you do ask, I have regen faces from Chilled Moose on Twitter and Patreon. That is where you can find Chilled Moose. That's where I get my regen faces. Don't they look outstanding? And the skin is OPZ Elite. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. Where important things are how he is doing career-wise. He's doing very well. And so we have just another 4 seasons, I think, to have a look at and see what we have managed to accomplish in those 4 seasons. Will he get more Champions Leagues? He needs 1 more to match. He's already won more Ballon d'Ors. I think he needs 1 more league title. And then he obviously needs an international competition as well to win. There's not a lot of hopes for that to happen anytime soon, but let's take a look. So I am no longer manager of Juve. It was just for those 2 seasons, just to see what I could get Cristiano Ronaldo to do. 39. He is now the same age as what he is in real life at 35. And we can see, right, still very good. Very similar to what we actually see now, to be honest. Still a legendary attacking midfielder, perfectionist. Very good player indeed. Now worth £9 million. He's still at Juve as well, so he stayed there for a very long time. History-wise, since we last met and we had that crazy season, 30 goals the next year, 24, 18, 22. It's starting to come down, but he's gaining more assists again. It kind of tells me that, I mean, again, 17 player of the matches in 34 games. It's quite remarkable with an 8.09 average rating. I don't know how he does it. I just don't know. Milestones, viewers, if we take a look at this, we can see he has won another Champions League. So he's matched his Champions League trophy. He has also won a couple of Serie A's in that time as well, which means he has actually won more league titles. Sassuolo. What? Okay, ignore it. He has actually won more league titles than what he has in real life as well, because he only has managed to win 7 league titles. That's quite outstanding. But again, Lionel Messi was around for a long time, and Mourinho's Chelsea was also around for a very long time too. That's unfortunate for Cristiano in real life, but he's managed to beat it in this. What we didn't see though is whether Portugal had won anything. It didn't look like it, and it hasn't happened. The World Cup was won once again by England. They've managed to win the World Cup again, and Germany were the Euro winners. So unfortunately for Cristiano, internationally he didn't quite do it. There's one more thing to check out though. Individually, did he manage to get any more Ballon d'Ors after the 8 in a row? Well, I don't quite believe it, but he has finally lost his mantle as the Ballon d'Or hogger in the 12th season. So he won 11 in a row, viewers. Or at Juve, Donaghy Fair was the first man to take that away from him at the age of 30 himself. The Dutch player, legendary striker, what a player he is as well, to be fair. He's obviously had a great career, but it wasn't to be for Cristiano Ronaldo, who managed to win it 11 years in a row. What a legendary player we have on our hands. So all I want to know from you viewers is down in the comments, do you think his simulation career was better than his actual career? What is your opinions? Let me know down in the comments. I've got to say that I personally think his real life career was slightly better, because he actually had to play alongside, against Lionel Messi for a long period of time, who you could also class as the best ever player to play football. So I think what he managed to accomplish in his actual career outside of the simulation was quite remarkable. The 5 Ballon d'Ors, kind of unheard of until those 2 came around. And in this simulation, he obviously just didn't. I mean, there probably was players to Lionel Messi's level, but just nowhere near. And Ronaldo just seemed to reign free. So 11 years in a row is quite remarkable. Didn't win anything internationally. Only stayed at Juve. I would like to have seen him move around clubs a little bit more, but couldn't really control that as well. Let me know down in the comments your thoughts. So there we have it, viewers. Thank you very much for watching the video today. Please drop a like, drop a subscribe if you haven't done so. And I will see you very soon for another player spotlight here on the Omega Luke Gaming channel. Happy New Year, viewers.